A very happy Mother's Day to mothers everywhere. Oh, the run-in, the business ends, squeaky bum time, whatever you want to call it. WSL 2 is in it, and nothing has been decided. Southampton with the chance to throw the promotion race wide open with a win. Birmingham City, well, they can regather promotion and title momentum with 3 points of their own. Early touch for Laidhammer, who's looking to get away from the attentions of Goddard. That was intended for Urcha, trying to split the defence with that pass. Here is Ursian Urcha. Crossweight made the early run. Got a touch on that, and is claiming the corner, which he will get. Well, it was an intelligent run there from Eddie Crossweight, with Urcha out wide. And Birmingham City in the opening minute with the first set piece of the afternoon. Sinead Hopcroft, who's looking to get back into WSL after injury prevented participating in most of Crystal Palace's stay in the top flight. Getting ready to swing this in. Testing delivery, dealt with at the near post. Back with Hopcroft here. It's a deeper delivery this time. Goddard with a head on it. And Southampton should be able to clear their lines. Well, McAloney's been shrugged off possession, and Laidhammer's trying to chase this. Goddard recovering the position for Southampton. Here's McKenna. And Hannah Silcock, the Liverpool loanee, making her first start today. Heron forcing it wide. And this is a strong start from Birmingham City. And it's Sarri trying to bring it down. Urcha's ball into the middle. One with a clearance up in the sky. Sarri. And again, the ball only half cleared. Well, just working this back and into the feet of Silcock now. Miami Merricks was really disappointed, frustrated by the way that Birmingham City started against Crystal Palace last time out in the league. So they had to start the game properly, and this has been a promising opening couple of minutes for the visitors. Enough bodies in the way for Southampton that time. Well, the home side haven't really been able to string a couple of passes together so far. And it's a cheap free kick. Only Brazil with the foul here. No complaints. Well, plenty forward in blue to attack this. Heron was in amongst it. Palmer looking long. And now it's Brazil on the break. Beyond one challenge. McAloney trying to get into the box. Palmer's there too. Fantastic stop. And Southampton almost finding the opener on the breakaway. Palmer, who started the move by launching it long for Brazil, kept going with the run. Brazil finding Palmer, who couldn't find a way past French. An excellent stop by the American, who now has to negotiate this corner. Silcock away at the near post. Birmingham City have worked this neatly, looking for a breakaway of their own. Holloway's ball cut out by Palmer. Well, if the opening 5 minutes are anything to go by, this is going to be quite the contest. Silcock. Birmingham coming into this having failed to win their last 2 games. They had won 5 in 6 before that. This is a Birmingham side with great expectations. New investment too. Thanks to Karen Carney and Kim Kleisters now among minority investors in the Birmingham City women's team. Silcock. Here's McKenna. Crossway. And Simpson for company there and forced back. Heron. Well, plenty of space to operate here for Crossway. Can she find the delivery? Well, she might be able to have another go. Plenty waiting at the back stick. Instead it's Sarri who just showed a little bit too much of that to McAloney. Well, the opening few minutes have been played with plenty of intensity. Simon Parker saying Southampton were relishing a return. Brazil closing down, but it's Sarri who's got the ball here for Birmingham. Now Urtra. And that'll be a Southampton free kick as Urtra is deemed to have infringed. Bashford here, just getting to the ball first before being tripped. We'd certainly expect Southampton to have plenty of energy. 4 weeks without a game. Only a few on international duty, but it's again Birmingham coming forward with intent and purpose. Hopcroft just working this to Chelsea corner. Wearing the captain's armband today. Holloway. And Sarri. And still Sarri. Away by Hack. And Bashford's clearance off Sarri. And Southampton will settle for the goal kick. Well, Bashford, who's started all but 1 league game so far this season, says she believes in herself more. Arrived from Charlton last summer. An integral part of this Southampton team who've been on the back foot for large parts of this opening stage of the game. Although the threat on the breakaway from Brazil was very present. It's the home side who've had the best scoring opportunity. Well, we've got a stoppage here with Primus down. Well, while Primus gets some treatment, it's a chance for the coaches to have a couple of words. And what's been a fascinating opening 10 minutes or so. You can see the Southampton bench there with a few empty seats, just 6 substitutes available to Simon Parker at the moment. Before the break, his side had excellent momentum. 4 wins in 6, including that victory at Bristol City by 2-0. Maybe Merricks will be pleased as well with what she's seen in these opening stages. Birmingham have not let Southampton settle at all. Merrick's talking about the break being a chance to reflect, to refresh, to get ready for the run-in. There's been plenty of Birmingham City endeavour. Well, Primus is back on her feet. Simon Parker can ill afford another injury. Gave some players a bit of time off over the break. He'll be hoping they're refreshed. It could still be a very interesting running for Southampton, particularly if they can get a result today. Brazil. Well, it's just about stayed in play until it was put out. There's Megan Collett, who made her England under-23 debut during the international break, a full 90 minutes in a 1-0 victory over France. And Southampton have earned themselves another free kick. Primus is back on the pitch, and Southampton back up to their full complement of 11. And this is a useful looking position for the home side. They've had the best chance of the game so far through Palmer. What can they deliver here? That's a decent ball in. French, they will comfortably claim that. McKenna moving it quickly to Sarri. Now Laidhammer. When things have clicked for Birmingham City, they have clicked. 7 of their 9 wins this season have been by 3 or more goals. Pass there didn't quite click. Here's Brazil. To chase her own through ball. And French quickly off her line. Experience work from the American goalkeeper. A year at the club as of today, having joined from Kansas City Current this time last year. Taking the number 1 jersey earlier in the campaign. Just challenge. And then she's fouled. It was Bourne who lost out. And Bashford trying to recover the situation, conceding the free kick. And trying to slip it through here. Laidhammer. On it onto McKenna. Crossway. Sliding challenge coming in was an important one. Solid work from Jess Simpson. He's barely missed a minute this season. The ball back in the hands of Fran Stenson, who had a brief loan spell with Birmingham a few years ago. Stenson not the only Southampton player with Birmingham links. Ali Brazil, an FA Cup finalist with Birmingham when she was 18 years old. McKenna. Bashford's challenge. Palmer trying to bring this down. Here's Hack. It was neat football just up to the point it was overhit. Holloway's ball just a little overcooked. It was Southampton who got the better of Birmingham in the reverse fixture back in October. Atlanta Primus and Chloe Peplow with an outrageous lob. That put them 2-0 ahead before a late reply coming from Chelsea corner. No Peplow today though, injured during the international break in training. The referee has given a free kick here. Southampton strong in the press, trying to force the error. And now it's Primus in pursuit. That's been fiercely competitive in midfield. We've got to stop here with Heron down. Just an inquiry from the referee as to whether Heron will need treatment, but she's going to stay on. Primus launching the press, and Bashford closing down as well. No shortage of confidence from Birmingham City at the back. How close was Primus here? All of a sudden, Heron was in muddle and saying to her goalkeeper, probably should have got rid of that. And this time have gone long here, Birmingham. Well, Southampton have forced the mistake. Franch out of play. Player with plenty of experience. Part of the USA's World Cup winning squad back in 2019. An Olympic bronze medalist as well. Brazil's header finding Bashford. Now Palmer, Primus. And snuffed out in the nick of time. It's back with Southampton. Bashford trying to find Primus. Silcock across there. This time it's Holloway with the clearance. Home side growing into the game. Brazil. Just having to turn away from Urcha. Just bounced over the head of Simpson there. One of the curiosities of Southampton's season is they have won more points away from home than they have at home. Not all of their games in WSL 2 have been played here. Their 3 wins at home have come at St Mary's, though. Here's Brazil. Bourne looking to launch it, and Primus underneath that. It's off Silcock, who didn't seem to know where it was. Now Palmer. And a shirt pull is what the referee spotted in the middle of all that. And Birmingham City will have a free kick. And they've got plenty of ways to offer threats, Southampton. 3rd top scorers in the league. Birmingham City, the top scorers. And Laidhammer looking to get beyond Goddard here. Hack quickly across. This time it's Laidhammer who has been fouled. Referee seemed to be waiting to see if there was an advantage here. As Goddard came into the back there of Laidhammer. Instead, it's Sinead Hopcroft who is assessing her options. It's a decent ball in. Wouldn't quite drop for Sarri, who's had to come out of the area to recover this. Still a crossing position, though. That's looping. And it's Laidhammer. And it's just over the top. Oh, she's been scoring goals for fun since arriving in England as Filmer Laidhammer. 4 in 5 games so far. This one was just climbing. So no goals midway through this first half, but no shortage of entertainment. Simpson looking to get Macaloni on her way. McKenna on the cover. Palmer for Macaloni, who's made herself available here. Dispossessed. Rebecca McKenna with back-to-back 90 minutes for Northern Ireland's women over the international break. Defeats against Turkey and Switzerland. And that ball from Silcock was a little wayward. And in fact, the card's coming out here as the ball's kicked away. Well, it's a very cheap booking for Rebecca McKenna. It's her first of the season. McKenna getting ahead to that as Crossweight clears. Corner. Here's Holloway. Hopcroft couldn't force it past Brazil. Silcock. Birmingham looking long here. Sarri. Crossweight making the run. Hopcroft. Urcher looking for Laidhammer. Goddard's challenge again. Birmingham going for Laidhammer for a 3rd time. And for a 3rd time, Southampton have repelled them. Macaloni. Chance to run at this Birmingham City defence. She's quickly crowded out. Brazil now, pouncing on the short pass. And she opened an opportunity up here. Just Primus in the box, but a few arriving on the edge here. And Ellie Brazil will settle for the throw. So it's Megan Collett. Looking like she's about to unleash the trebuchet. Heron's clearance. Harry with plenty of company. Urcha up ahead and the sliding challenge coming in. Is a secure one from Bashford. Brazil. Primus, for a moment, looked like she turned into trouble. Got away from Heron and had a shirt pulled. And questions as to whether a card might be coming out for Heron here. And indeed it does. So 2 of the Birmingham back 4 in the book. A pretty obvious shirt pull from Heron, who is now on a bit of a tightrope. It's a high delivery, and too high for Primus, who was making the run. Holloway. Well, it's cut out by Collett, but Southampton having to regain possession through Simpson here. Laid hammer onto the loose ball. Urcha. First time delivery, Crosswaite's in there. Brilliant stop from Stenson. Well, she's made that run already in the game. And this time it nearly paid off. Urcha's cross, inch perfect. And it was met well by Crosswaite. But Stenson down quickly. Really good stop from the Southampton keeper, looking for a 5th clean sheet of the season. So Crosswaite taking a position at the back post. Plenty of players looking for separation, and Stenson has the punch there. The whistle had just gone. Even if that had crept in. The foul on Goddard would have spared Southampton. So both goalkeepers have been tested now. And the game that awaits its opening goal. Both teams showing plenty of attacking promise. McAloney now. Palmer. Palmer looking forward again. She'll get it back here. That's a beautiful ball for Primus, who's onside. And she's won the corner. Well, a neat Southampton move. Palmer at the heart of it. Primus with time to turn. Silcock was claiming the offside. In the end, having to block the cross. The Southampton players looking for separation as it comes in. The header off the crossbar. So close. Well, Bashford there met it and has hit the woodwork. Oh, beat Silcock to the ball. French was left stranded. The crossbar coming to Birmingham City's rescue. Holloway. Urtra. And reclaiming the ball, but losing out to Brazil. Interesting tussle between the pair as play continues with Sarri. Ball still in play. Holloway now. Hopcroft. Now Crossway. Time for her to turn. Laid hammer. Crunching challenge coming in from Goddard. Laid hammer felt the full force of it. Simpson. Now Palmer. Looking over the top for Primus. And Heron's back there. Well, here's how it's looking so far. You see Southampton leading on the shot count despite having far less of the ball. What they've had, they've used well. Both keepers with big saves to make in this opening half an hour as we await the breakthrough. Reminder, Southampton really could open things up in terms of the promotion race with a victory today. Not only for themselves, but for Crystal Palace and Newcastle and Bristol City, just beneath Birmingham City in the WSL 2 table. It's been so tight, this division. Very little between a lot of the sides. And very little between these two so far. Laid hammer crowded out. Here's Primus. No room for Bashford to operate either. Primus closing down. Heron's header. And it was Primus who crashed into the Birmingham defender. Well, a few Birmingham City defenders asking the question there as to whether that was a bit too much from Primus. Referee deeming that careless rather than reckless. And no card. Oh, French again. Toying with Southampton at the back. French urged to go long and she's mishit that. Straight into the path of Brazil. Southampton couldn't make the most of it. Well, it's just a couple of times that Birmingham City have been playing with fire. So far they haven't been burned. Laid hammer. Signs a drive through the middle. Losing out to Macaloni. Now Brazil. Bourne. Nice 1-2. Brazil has been released here. using her pace and now trying to find Primus, but that's behind her. Well, Simon Parker saying that he feels his side have raised their game against the best in WSL 2 this season, often where their best performances have come. They certainly matched Birmingham in this opening 35 minutes and looking to press the issue here with Palmer. Silcock away, and here's Urtra. He's been roaming along that Birmingham forward line. Sarri won't quite get there ahead of Goddard. Upcroft with the foul as Palmer was trying to turn. And a pretty straightforward decision for the referee to make here. Here's Goddard. Palmer's looking to flick it on. Macaloni will chase this down. And will continue chasing as French this time opts for safety first. No free kick as Goddard wins possession. Primus out wide for Brazil. Bashwood making runs forward. Goddard again. Bashwood the target. And a clash of heads there. Heron looking a little hurt. She stayed on her feet and Birmingham trying to work it down the other end. Well, that front four for Birmingham really has been fluid. Laidhammer working off the left at the moment. Crosswaite in the middle. Perhaps you'd already see her on the right-hand side of the Birmingham team. Urtra's drifted to the right-hand side. Sarri through the middle. Now it's switching up again. Simon Parker was saying that it was a very deep Birmingham squad they had to assess ahead of this game. Lots of attacking options, lots of ways for Southampton to be hurt by Birmingham. So far, they're standing up to the examination. Hopcroft. This is Simpson. Touch let her down. Urtra. No way through. Well, Silcock is sprinting to the far side here. That's a nosebleed that the referee has spotted, so I'll probably get looked at half-time. At the moment, Silcock will have to make do. Well, this time it's Hopcroft being called across by the referee. And it's an accumulation of fouls, it seems, as Sinead Hopcroft earns Birmingham City's third yellow card of the afternoon. Here's Hack. And the flick on. He's found Collett here, who's got him behind temporarily. A good recovery from Holloway with the sliding challenge. Well, we've seen Ellie Brazil scamper down that side, but Collett showing she can do it too. And she's earned Southampton a corner. And Simpson has trotted across quickly to take it. Hack and Goddard have come up from the back. It's a high one towards Goddard and appeared to take a last touch off a Birmingham head. Indeed it did. Chelsea corner underneath that. So it's Tara Bourne who's going to opt for the in-swinger from this side. Again, plenty forward as French opts the punch. Simpson will settle for the corner rather than keeping it alive. Southampton building some pressure late in this first half. Another testing ball in, and French has gone underneath that well. Immediately looking to set Birmingham going. This is Sarri. McAloney for company. That's a lovely ball for Crossway. Urcha making a run into the centre of the box. Crossway going alone at the moment. A ball back for Sarri. Has she been brought down? Oh, nothing from the referee. Not too many complaints from the Birmingham players either. Sarri's still down though. Now just getting back to her feet. Hopcroft finding corner. Laidhammer making a run into the channel. Instead it's Crossway. Up against Simpson here. Urcha in the 6-yard box. Laidhammer in the box too, but there's no delivery. Silcock. Laidhammer. Hopcroft working it to Heron. Urcha's come wide. Ocean Urcha. Decent looking ball, but it's Southampton underneath it. And then Heron from range. And that's always drifting wide. Monique Heron won Fans Player of the Year and Young Player of the Year awards last season for her mature performances. Snatched at that effort. She's been busy at both ends so far in this first half. We get 2 additional minutes. Southampton win the free kick here, and
the fourth official was indicated
just confirmation of the 2 added minutes, but is there going to be a bit of treatment here? Bashford is thankfully able to carry on. Now we're without a football at the moment. And either of these sides conjure up something before the break. Given away to Hopcroft. Searching ball. Can Crossway keep it in? Not quite. Well, she's been in productive form, has Lily Crossway. 3 goals and 5 assists in the last 8 appearances. She's had probably Birmingham City's best moment of the first half during that excellent stop from Stenson. Here's Heron. Palmer. He tested Franch at the other end early in the game. Now Collett. Brazil ahead of her, and she's hit the back of her teammate. Chance for Heron to put a foot on the ball before Primus starts closing her down. Time on the ball has been at a premium here. In a first half in which we haven't seen any goals, but we've seen plenty of attacking intent. The closest Southampton coming, a header from Mary Bashford from a corner which struck the crossbar. Both goalkeepers with significant saves to make as well. Amy Palmer driving at French after a Southampton breakaway. You know, at the other end, Lily Crossway almost converting the cross that came in from Ocean Urtra. But no score at half-time. It is Southampton 0, Birmingham City 0. So no breakthrough in the opening 45 minutes. What does the second half have in store? It was a bright start to the first half from Birmingham City, but Southampton certainly grew into the game and offered plenty more going forward as the half advanced, but on the move at the moment. Birmingham City, the offside flag, though, it appears to have gone up against Ocean Urtra. Well, Collett's just going to leave that. And it's Ellie Hack. Laidhammer losing out to Brazil. He's in turn giving it away, and here's Sarri wriggling away from a couple of challenges and looking to set Ocean Urtra into the box. Has she been bundled over? A few questions being asked. Goal kick. Here's the decision. Well, referees are told to look at not just contact, but the consequences of contact. And the decision is that Collett had not done sufficiently enough to send Ocean Urtra to the ground. Silcock under pressure. Primus continuing to run as French is a little bit unsure in her kicking today. Has only found Brazil. Decent ball in, looking for McAloney. Oh, thumbs up in acknowledgement there from the Scot. Birmingham's showing some urgency going forward at the other end. Simpson trying to challenge Crossway and pulling her back illegally. And the yellow card is coming out for the first time in Southampton's direction this afternoon. Jess Simpson there with her second booking of the campaign. Confirmation of Southampton's first yellow card of the afternoon. Reminder, 3 already in the book for Birmingham City, those being McKenna, Heron and Hopcroft. It's Ocean Urcha standing over this free kick. Well met by Bashford. Back into the mixer, but Collett gets it away. Hopcroft. Well, it's sat up invitingly. The strike dragged wide. She's got that in her locker, Sinead Hopcroft. Scored a cracker against Birmingham back in December, that their previous club, Crystal Palace. Bashford. Now Palmer. McAloney. Looking to make some room for herself. Up against McKenna here. Back for Simpson. Drilled through for Primus. It's a promising move for Southampton, this. Bashford. Is there room for a shot? And over the top. Tara Bourne taking on the strike. A couple of goals already this season. This one always rising. Brazil. Palmer through for Primus. Well, so far the second half having a familiar look to it than the first, but that's a little bit loose from Birmingham City. Primus. And a strike from Bashford. Simpson. McAloney. Support from Simpson coming here. Tempting ball, but French is going to claim. Cornet. Long ball for Crosswaite to chase, and Hack is across. And Crosswaite, who nearly found an opener for Birmingham City in the first half. A great save from Stenson, denying her after she had a cross from Ocean Urcha at the near post. On the ball again. Simpson just letting that bounce. Under pressure from McKenna. Simpson, who scored in both wins against Portsmouth this season for Southampton. That is a quick way to popularity in these parts. Now it's fallen for Sarri here. And she's taking it on, and Stenson down low to deny her. Well, took it on early, nearly caught the goalkeeper out. She's earned a corner for Birmingham City as Sarri. Didn't wait around for the chance to develop. Took it on. And Stenson doing enough. Southampton will need to negotiate this corner, though, which Urcha will deliver. Silcock in there. And it's gone behind for the goal kick. Well, a couple of excellent stops then from Fran Stenson in the game. Had spells with Arsenal and Manchester City early in her career, but didn't make an appearance in the WSL. Making her mark with Southampton over the last couple of seasons. Brazil. Holloway. That's Brazil who's been called for the foul on Holloway there. Haven't seen too much of Ellie Brazil going forward, apart from the odd breakaway. But 4 goals in her last 3, including a hat-trick against Crystal Palace last time out here. And the second against Bristol City. 7 for the campaign for her. It's Bashford on the ball at the moment for Southampton. Collett for Brazil. 2 to aim for in the box. An important block coming in from Heron. So Collett's throw. Brazil rising for Primus, but there was a push in the back from Brazil. Well, it's not quite unstoppable force against the immovable object, but Southampton have only failed to score once at home this season. That was back in September. Birmingham City, though, defensively on the road have been very meagre in terms of what they've given away. Just 6 goals conceded in their 7 away games. In that context, perhaps not surprising, the game has been tight. Primus on for Bashford. Trying to help that towards Brazil, but it had been spotted by Holloway. Bashford's won it back, and now Primus. And Bashford has made a decent run here, and Bashford taking on the strike. French might have had it covered. And that was smart work. Had to take it on very quickly, being closed down from all angles there was Bashford. Holloway. Urcha just laying this back. Sarri now looking to return the favour for Urcha. It's good work from Collett to get in behind and make sure that was dealt with from a Southampton point of view. Claims of a high boot, but play on, says the referee. And here's Sarri, able to advance. It's going to come for Urcha. Hopcroft. Urcha, now Laidhammer. Birmingham trying to work it intricately here. Sarri now looking for movement. Hopcroft. Laidhammer trying to turn. Goddard's clearance, but picked up by Birmingham City again. Silcock looking for Crossway. It's a good touch. Can she keep it in play? It's borne back there, and it's going to be a corner. Well, good work from Crossway. Birmingham City pushing at the door. It's going to be Urcha to swing this in as they look for a breakthrough. Board's clearance. Back from McKenna towards Urcha. Cross deflected and will be whacked clear by Palmer. Amy Merrick's kind of a technical area, trying to get the ball back in play quickly. Says there needs to be a real urgency about Birmingham City now in these final 7 games. Crossway. It's good work from Palmer. Hopcroft. Sarri coming a bit short, looking for work. Just beyond the outstretched boot there of Ursian Urcha. Well, plenty of talent in those boots, an exciting prospect. First sign for Paris Saint-Germain, Urcha is a 6-year-old. Plenty of her appearances have come from the bench rather than at the start, but she's still managed to find the net on a good few occasions. So far, though, Urcha and her Birmingham City teammates being held at bay. The side that love to dominate the ball are doing so again. Crossway looking to do something productive with it. Sarri on the turn. Again, Southampton defenders swarming around. Well, Birmingham City are lining up some changes. In the meantime, it's Brazil almost in behind. French has come to deal with it and just about done so. Nervy moment at the back for Birmingham. Urcha, though, picking the pocket of Bourne. Now Laidhammer for Crossway. A bit of space for Birmingham City here. And a neat ball in, just ahead of Sarri. Again, Birmingham looking to get the ball back into play quickly. Cornet for Laidhammer. Well, here come the changes then. It's Hopcroft who is first to be withdrawn.
For Birmingham City, coming off number 14, Sinead Hopcroft, to be replaced by number 26,
Masato Miyagawa is going to replace her. One of the January signings. But Chiba Louis is also going to be brought on. Ursian Urcha is withdrawn. Chiba Louis, who scored twice from the bench in the FA Cup last time out. Her last league goal was back in November at Nottingham Forest. He's got half an hour or so to find something for Birmingham City here. Primus. Suddenly a bit of space for her. Palmer just laying this back. McAloney supporting the attack. Primus now. Looking for Bourne. Laidhammer. Winning it back for Birmingham City and finding Sarri. Crossway making the run. Sarri still got it. Now releasing Crossway down the right. Chiba Louis in the middle. Laidhammer looking for the cutback. Crossway is not able to find anyone in blue. Well, Well, just for a moment, Southampton looked a little stretched. Now back in their shape. Birmingham trying to pick a way through. Brazil onto the loose ball. Now Bashford. Starting to sense Birmingham City turning the screw a little bit. Some of the clearances from Southampton a little bit more tired and using a little bit of direction. Indeed, Simon Parker has gone to the bench.
To be replaced by number 3,
Millie Mott is coming on with Tara Bourne withdrawn. Millie Mott, who missed the last couple of games with concussion. Fit and ready to go again, the academy product. Bourne, who'd slotted into midfield this afternoon. I wonder whether this means a bit more of a reshuffle. Simon Parker with some instructions here. Well, players taking the opportunity to take on some fluids and regather themselves. Simon Parker, who doesn't have as deep a bench to work with as Amy Merrick's. Again, just a reminder, only 6 on the Southampton bench because of their injury problems. We'll keep an eye on the position that Millie Mott takes up. And Silcock, who was getting a bit of treatment, which is why the game stopped, has come off. Chibulawui, the target of the throw. McAloney. Can Southampton make use of the player advantage they have at the moment with no Silcock on the pitch? Here's Bashford. Plenty forward in the attack here. Brazil. Bashford wide. Onto the head of Brazil. Now Palmer. Primus urge to shoot, hits Heron. Millie Mott trying to judge the bounce. It's Sarri who got there first. Brazil. Silcock still hasn't been allowed back onto the pitch. Here's Millie Mott. Brazil. Decent ball in. Oh, the header inches away from a connection. Instead, it's McKenna coming away for Birmingham City, and now Louis. Crowded out. Silcock now back, and Birmingham back to their full complement of 11. Just a reminder, as Birmingham were looking to press the issue, that Southampton are still a threat. Heading into the final quarter of the game. McKenna. Primus. And now Palmer away from the challenge. Silcock stepping in. And then is fouled by Bashford. And the referee will want the ball moved back a little bit. Downfield from Silcock. Crossweight will chase this and gather it. Miyagawa. And Crossweight. Laidhammer. Still little room to work in. Crossweight again. And to thread it through. Another Southampton boot. Able to intercept. Here's Primus, but she won't be allowed to continue. Collett with a foul this time. She's moved to the left-hand side. And there's a gap here. McKenna's ball in is just about hacked away. Cornet. Lifting it in, looking for Sarri. Not doing just enough to put her off. Heron. Miyagawa. And Silcock. Well, Mott has kept that in play, as she know. And 20 minutes for Birmingham City in their promotion and title challenge to try and find a winner. Crossweight. And still Crossweight. Silcock stepping in, stopping the counter-attack. And the free kick's been given. Well, the pattern may have been set. Birmingham pressing, Southampton the threat on the breakaway. And it's still anybody's game. It's going to be Sarri to deliver. Laidhammer trying to get up there. Hack was in there, but Chibalui, can anyone get a foot on it? Just about dealt with by Southampton. Won't be long before the ball's coming back. Holloway. And now Laidhammer. And Laidhammer. Well, sent skyward from Laidhammer, but just before that, the free kick here from Sarri, causing all sorts of problems at the back for Southampton. It was up in the air from Hack. Goddard was back there. Bashford with the clearance. An almighty scramble. But the clean sheet preserved for now. Strong challenge coming in from Goddard. Make sure Bachibalui didn't advance. It is a tough old run-in for Birmingham City. They have to go to plenty of sides in and around them in the promotion race. As Sarri goes for goal. And it will be a corner. It was Hack who made the block. Just having to get her breath back. Sarri trying to show some urgency here. Can Birmingham City find a moment of magic? It's come all the way out. Miyagawa now. It'll be a Birmingham ball once more. Into Laidhammer. Miyagawa. This time McKenna with the throw. Laidhammer with the layoff. Crossway. Trying to find a position in which she can whip the ball in. She's done well to keep that in play. McKenna under pressure from Primus and being forced away from goal. And Primus has done really well using her body and winning the free kick off Miyagawa. Just a ticking off from the referee for the Japanese. There's more changes for Birmingham City coming. It's Laidhammer who's coming off first.
Substitution for Birmingham City. First of all,
Lotte Lindström
to be replaced by number 20, Lotte Lindström.
is coming on as Silcock is also withdrawn.
Also,
and it's Shannon Cook
number 4, Hannah Silcock, to be replaced by number
who
6,
is going to replace Silcock at centre half. Well, that's 4 Birmingham City changes made. Is there to be a way through? Is there to be a breakthrough? 15 minutes for one of these sides to find one. Primus. Palmer. Palmer getting it back here from Khaled. Now it's one back and into the feet of Sarri. And she's on the turn. And she's got room to roam. And it's dangerous. It's Bachiba Louis in on goal. Is this the moment? And now Sarri. Still no shot. Blocks on the line. Miyagawa! Birmingham City get their goal. Desperate Southampton defending, unable to keep them at bay. They've been pushing and pushing and pushing. And finally, Birmingham City had their breakthrough.
Goal scorer for Birmingham, number 26, Sato Miyagawa.
Well, for the longest time, it seemed like the shot wouldn't come. Sarri with the effort. Blocks on the line. Miyagawa, quick thinking, quick feet, fine finish. And the substitute is able to open the door. And a second goal for the club, her first in WSL 2, having scored on her debut against Hull in the FA Cup a few weeks back. Well, Southampton will feel that's cruel on them. They've been working extremely hard. They've had chances of their own. They have 15 minutes to find a way back. What do Southampton have left in the tank? Reminder, this is a Southampton team who offered plenty of threat. They've beaten 3 of the 5 sides above them in WSL 2. They've come close on occasions. They've hit the bar. They've tested French. This is nowhere near over, but Birmingham are in command now. Primus with the challenge. Bashford going down, but Primus taking it on anyway. And taking on the strike as well, which is deflected. Holloway making sure the corner was prevented. Lindström will leave the throw. And Birmingham, who were showing plenty of urgency to get the ball back into play. Now just trying to calm things down. Lindstrom. Cutting in field and going for it as well. Didn't catch that as she would have liked. And Cook having to do defensive work at the other end and batters that out of play. And we're going to see a couple of Southampton changes. Maria Edwards is the first to come on. So Megan Collett is coming off. Maria Edwards, whose debut was delayed by injury when she joined from Blackburn last summer and has struggled to get minutes. Well, she's got 10 here to try and have an impact. Testing ball in and French underneath it. Ali Brazil was hovering. Heron. Now Lindstrom. Mott was at her back and was putting too much pressure on, in the view of Joanne Horwood, our referee. Oh, Bashford is feeling it now. 10 to go. Southampton have put in a major shift. Palmer losing out to Louise. Sliding challenge coming in is a firm one from Goddard, but the yellow card's been given. Well, foul, I should say. The yellow stayed in the referee's pocket. It's just a talking to from Goddard. Well, Sarri's last free kick caused plenty of bother in the Southampton back line. What can she generate here? Can Birmingham find a second that would surely seal it? Stenson going to get it back up the pitch quickly. Here is Sarri. Crossway. Miguel was short and it's gone back for cornered instead. Miguel putting pressure on Primus. And the free kick has gone Southampton's way. Well, Amy Merrick's their side have got the lead. They are not safe yet, not secure yet. So she took responsibility along with her players for a couple of disappointing results before this one in WSL 2. This would be 3 points that would put them back on track in terms of not just the promotion race, but a reminder with the games in hand that they've got, the title would still be in their hands. Fixture congestion to come though because of their FA Cup run. They play Newcastle next on Wednesday. Another key game in the promotion battle. Birmingham City have got to see this out first, and Southampton will have ideas of their own here. Well, a bit uncomfortable there for Crossway, but she's going to be okay. Free kick given for the foul on her. Cook dealing with a crisp packet that had made its way onto the pitch. Plenty to look forward to for Birmingham City, including that FA Cup quarter-final tie with Manchester City. That will be a real test of where they are, a club that not only aspires to be in WSL, but aspires to challenge at the top of that division. They've got to get there first, and they've given away the free kick here. Palmer, who had that great chance early in the game and couldn't beat French after a Southampton breakaway in the opening 10 minutes. How costly might that be as Lotte Lindström takes this on? And the strike from Sarri has drawn another good save from Stenson. Well, not for the first time in this second half. Sarri has got Stenson to get down low to her left and push it beyond the post. Stenson keeping Southampton in the game. But it's still Birmingham City pressure in the driving rain on the south coast. The conditions are rotten, but Birmingham City at the moment heading for the right result. Can they double their advantage? Sarri's ball in, Bashford's header. Simpson running out of room. Palmer having to deal with this for Southampton, finding Bashford. Now Mott. Under pressure from Lindström. Well, losing out, but the free kick's been given. And Southampton are the only side outside of the top three to have beaten Birmingham in WSL 2 this season. They've had their moments. The woodwork struck, chances made, but it's Birmingham City now on the move with Crossway. And Mott just about dealing with that. Lindström picking up the pieces. Miyakawa. Cook for Heron. Corner. And the offside flag is up. Birmingham City lining up another change as Amy Merrick's side look to make sure that this is 3 points that are gathered and retained.
Substitution for Birmingham coming off number 16, Lily Crosswaite.
And it's Lily Crosswaite who is going to be withdrawn, and Lucy Quinn in her 7th season now with Birmingham City. The forward will come on to replace her. Quinn, who said she wouldn't accept anything less than the title this year. Well, still just about on the cards for Birmingham City, so long as they can hold out here. Palmer. Not rising, but losing out. Bashford. She's really put herself about this afternoon, but has lost out here. Sarri on for Lotte Lindström. Now for Louis. And Lindström again. Sarri taking this over. And driving the ball. But Chiba Louis couldn't get it under her spell. And Primus can take it away. Well, you can see the rain is starting to play havoc with the surface. The ball's not running quite as true as it was. Birmingham have the free kick, and well, they had a chance to make it too. Louis here. Just wonder how much the water on the playing surface now is causing difficulty for the players. No difficulties for Sarri there, but Louis couldn't capture the rebound. Another good stop from Stenson. Holloway holding it up by the corner. We're hearing there's going to be a sizable chunk of injury time. Sarri on for Holloway. She was in an offside position.
Substitution for the Saints coming off. Number 15, Ellie Hack, to be replaced by number 2.
So Ellie Hack is coming off. And Southampton make another change. Rachel Brown is on.
Thank you so much for all your support.
Brown, who made a return from an ACL injury back in January. Tenacious player, loves the tackle. Just her second appearance of the season.
The fourth official has indicated there'll be a minimum of 5 minutes.
So 5 minutes for Southampton to find a way back. Not turning away from the attentions of Louis. Palmer. Searching ball. Just a little bit beyond the run of Maria Edwards. Primus. Edwards charging down the attempted clearance of Cook. He's had to put it out for the throw. And it comes from Collett. Header from Cook isn't quite convincing enough. A strike coming in from Makaloni. It's still around, it's still scrambling. Brazil was trying to get a foot through it. Well, not quite desperate defending from Birmingham, but it was certainly uncomfortable. Southampton can still put some stress on here. Palmer. Inside netting. Niagara trying to rise for the header. It's Heron who... It's a big boot on it. Louis. That's good work from her. Well, the Haitian settling for the throw. Birmingham City in exactly the position they want to be. Running down the clock. Southampton running out of road. Brazil. That's come off Holloway last. McKenna. Oh, the rain continuing to fall at St Mary's. You wondered if this game was set to kick off at 4 rather than at 2 o'clock as it did, that this game might be in a bit more doubt. The ball has been holding up in a few places. Well, that will roll out of play. And into the final minute then of the 5 that were promised. Mott. And now Primus. Southampton are going to have to go the length of the pitch here. Goddard. Going high. And Brazil is not going to catch it. Primus just letting this run. Macaloni. Now Mott. Macaloni with a couple for company. Strong challenge from Louis. Well, any extra time now is in the gift of Joanne Horwood. And there will be no further time. That is a vital win on the road for Birmingham City, and boy were they made to work hard for it. Simon Parker's side with the better of the chances in a tight first half, but it's Amy Merricks and Birmingham City who have taken all 3 points thanks to a goal in the final 15 minutes. Southampton pushed and pushed in the first half, in which they had some great chances, but in the end it was Asato Miyagawa on the follow-up after Sari's shot was cleared off the line. The substitute forcing it home, adapting to the rebound really well and making sure Birmingham City would have all 3 points. Stenson was tested on the second half on a number of occasions, twice denying Sari well. She was unable to keep a clean sheet. And it's Birmingham City who keep the title race alive and promotion firmly in their own hands with 6 to play. Southampton 0, Birmingham City 1. Well, plenty of congratulations all round for Birmingham City. That is a big old win in the circumstances, having lost that game to Crystal Palace, a draw as well before that. In the end, it was a game that they had the better of the moments, particularly in the second half, but in the first it was Southampton who gave as good as they got. A game that could have gone either way has been edged by Birmingham City. And you could perhaps roll out the cliche that that is what good teams do. Well, let's take you through the best of the action then, and what has been a fascinating contest in WSL 2. Well, it was Birmingham City who started brightly, but there could have been a goal for Southampton on the breakaway in the opening 10 minutes. Palmer here, launching it for Ellie Brazil, using her pace to get beyond the Birmingham backline. And just watch the run of Palmer into the box here. Set back to her. And it was the feet of Adriana Franch who made sure that Palmer was denied and Southampton didn't have the opener. Birmingham City in the first half had plenty of bright moments. This was a lovely cross from Ocean Urtra. Almost crept in from the finish of Lily Crosswaite, but Stenson was down well. Stenson would go on to make several decent saves, but not before Southampton had hit the crossbar through Bashford. So close to her 5th goal of the season. French nowhere. Second half, and here Tricky Sarri with a few efforts to test Stenson. That one pushed beyond the post. Sarri looking to increase her tally from 11 this season. A free kick here, causing a real scramble. Louis was in there as well, as Bashford on defensive duty just about got that away. But this really could have landed anywhere after it came off the head of Hack. Sarri here, able to carry this through. And this was the moment of real danger. Bachiba Louis, we thought she might shoot. In the end, she was crowded out. Sarri did instead. Eventually cleared off the line, but only as far as Miyagawa, who on the follow-up found the finish and found the only goal that Birmingham City needed. Their Japanese international finding a way through. Really good reaction, an instinctive finish. And Birmingham City, who pushed and pushed in the second half, found their goal. Still another chance for Sarri to test Stenson and look to extend the advantage. In the end, one was enough. So full time here with Birmingham City the winners. Let's take you through the results elsewhere. Ipswich 2-1 winners over Durham as they lifted themselves off the bottom of the table. Charlton with a 1-0 win over Sunderland. That is a result. The rest of these latest scores: Crystal Palace still leading Nottingham Forest by 1-0, and it's 2 apiece at the moment between Portsmouth and Bristol City. Well, in terms of what that means for the table, Charlton still leading the way, Birmingham City 9 points behind, but with 2 games in hand, and tantalising on the final day, Birmingham go to Charlton. As for the bottom of the table, this is as it stands with 2 games still to be completed, but Portsmouth will be bottom. But just look at that, the bottom 4 only separated by goal difference, and there's not much between 1st and 5th in terms of the promotion race. Birmingham City and Crystal Palace at the moment 2nd and 3rd, but Bristol City and Newcastle hot on their heels. So Birmingham City get their win on the road. They are back to winning ways in the nick of time as the run-in kicks in. Thanks very much for your company. We will see you next time.